Christmas. Christmas. Yeah.
Oh boy. You're going to hell. You must be in hell by now. With your weird ass wife, Barbara. Oh. I wonder. Let's look in the index. Crowley. Aleister Crowley. Nice. Kramer, Crane, Crichton. Crowley. Oh, that's Leo. Oh well, I guess it doesn't really explore that aspect of the bushes. Anyhow, Happy New Year. Stuffing things. Yeah, I got a lot of neat crap this month, and well, let's just go ahead and get started. I'll just begin my catalog of mental illness. Here we go. This is my model acquisition stash for the month of December. Now, you're already familiar with the Polar Lights 1/350 scale Klingon Katinga battle cruiser. I've already started a build on that. And here's the lighting kit for that. So I'm going to remove this from the pile and just kind of show you guys what I've gotten so far. Okay, first, this is actually not mine. I got this from my daughter. This is Fujimi. They made Kabuto Mushi, which is called a rhinoceros beetle in English. Let me take everything down here for a moment. Well, actually, let me just go ahead and list them off here. So this is the Lancio Stratos Turbo. This is a classic kit by Tamiya, long out of production. Here's the Bandai TIE Interceptor. This is the new Plamax Moe Amatsuka. This is a figure, 120 scale figure. This kit is the 1/72nd scale F-15J Eagle, Golden Eagles. This is the 2017 Memorial in Komatsu. This is made by Platts. This is the F-14A Tomcat. This is by Fine Molds, the 1/72nd scale Fine Molds Tomcat. And this is the USS Independence 1995 version. And, oh, this is the lighting kit for the Star Trek kit. Lastly, this is the Xevious Solvolo. And I just recently picked this up, actually just today, or yesterday I should say, in Hobby Shop Mulsan in Maebashi. Now, Gyrus, he just recently did an unboxing video of this, so check it out. Watch his channel, and you'll get to see this model kit. So let me put everything away here and show you maybe each of these one by one, except for the Klingon Katinga, because you've already seen that. Now here is the Kabuto Mushi by Fujimi. It's interesting that Fujimi, they have reverted back to their old classic logo, the script. It's kind of a fancy looking script. So yeah, these beetles are, you can find these in the wild in Japan, and they grow to be rather large, and they're really actually pleasant. They kind of freaked me out when I first saw them, but I've shown pictures of them, me playing with these guys. I think maybe on my Google Plus page at least, but you know they're pretty big, but they're gentle. They're nice. You know they don't attack you or anything. They'll just kind of cling onto you, and they don't want to let go maybe, but they're pretty cool. The other ones are called the Kuwagata. They're the ones like with the pinchers. They're actually all right, I suppose. You just got to be careful with them. Unfortunately, you know, if I may rant a little bit about Japan, it's really unfortunate that the Kabuto Mushi and the Kuwagata, there's lots of these games that are like these video games at the game center and such. They're aimed at little boys, and they're always fighting each other. And unfortunately, that kind of prompts these kids to kind of cause them to fight each other in real life, and it's just really sad. It's kind of like, you know, kind of like cockfighting, I suppose, but it's not good. Oh, look at this. What's this? Oh, correction to the instructions, perhaps. So, you know, this looks to be pretty well detailed. So, yeah, my daughter loves these insects, so I got this model kit for her. And so we're going to be building this maybe over the winter vacation. Hey, Uchan, come here. Look at this. So there's actually 2 insects, these kabutomushi. There's actually, you get 2 of them in this set. You see that? You can build 2 of them. You want to take this with us when we go? Neat. Next, let's take a look at the TIE Interceptor. This is very much like the original TIE Fighter, except this one does not have a standing figure. It just has that stupid silhouette guy. It mostly has brand new parts. The only parts that are unique are here, actually. The interior of the parts. Now, you get this canopy here, or this black one. They're basically the same thing, right? So you can choose to build it however you want. In Return of the Jedi, the canopy was a darker color, as you can see here. It should be more like a darker gray instead of a black one, but you know, you can paint it the way you want it to. So yeah, this one says 1/72nd scale TIE. So yeah, this front part of the ball is the same, and the stand is the same. Oh look, here's your water slide decals. There's all the new parts. As I said before, it has that stupid silhouette, you know, thanks for nothing. But yeah, this one actually says TIE Interceptor, so here you go. These are the actual parts. So this is different. I even compared it to the TIE Fighter. This is actually a little bit different. They're mostly the same. There's just a little bit more, tiny bit more detail here. You got this inside there. They're kind of bulbous looking. There's like a little tiny, looks like a little light bulb kind of got sculpted there, which is pretty cool. That's a neat effect. So there you have it. I think it might be a little bit sharper around this hexagon. And here's like your cannons for the wingtips and such here that you'll get here and here. So yeah, these are separate parts, which are nice. Here are your wingtip cannons and such. Neat stuff. And of course it also has these cannons here for the front. Now, I have seen Star Wars lore that says like these 2 cannons actually don't fire, and it's actually only the 4 cannons on the... I don't remember what the TIE Fighter game was like, because I never really played it. I only played the X-Wing fighter game. But there you go. So let's put this away, and I'll show you the next model. Now this is the Lancia Stratos Turbo. I picked this up on Yahoo Auctions Japan. Actually, that TIE Interceptor, I got that at my local hobby shop. I got this off of Yahoo Auctions Japan, which I like to call YAJ. People who are Transformers fans will immediately recognize this as Wheeljack. So I just need to get a decent Autobots insignia decal to kind of print that out. I tried printing my own on white decal paper, but they was just too thick. I didn't care for that at all. This is a motorized, so you can get to watch it drive off your table and crash onto the floor, and all your hard work is gone. That was really, really big in the 70s and early 80s with Japanese car model kits for some reason. It really escapes me why. I don't really like motorized kits. I mean, it's not like you can like remote control them or anything. Well, I only got this for 3,000 yen because it doesn't have the motor, which I actually could not care less about. Here are the decals, which I'm going to, right now, I'm going to paste these up on the window. These need to be bleached out because they have yellowed a bit. So it's not too bad, but yeah, they are a little bit slightly yellow. So I'm going to let the sunlight take care of those guys. So yeah, here's the car body. And this is, I think this was from 1977 or something or other. I can't remember when this kit first came out, but really cool. Man, this car is so awesome. And if you remember, I got the Hasegawa Lancia Stratos, the blue one, but it didn't have this front scoop here, whatever this is called. This is a bit different car, but it's essentially the same body design with this, you know, it's really cool looking futuristic car body there. This actually has a driver, which I am not going to do. Because, yeah, I'm going to go for the whole wheel jack thing. Although, actually, in the comic books, they had, like, these inflatable little people that would be in their car to try to make them look like they're, like, passengers. I think maybe they later became, like, holograms or something. I can't remember. I don't remember seeing that in the cartoon. I don't remember, but in the comic books, they had some, like, these dummies that would kind of pop up out of nowhere. I don't think they were inflatable, but, you know, whatever. I'm rambling. Sorry, I'm a Transformers nerd, I guess. Here are your tires, and here are your contacts and your mechanisms and such to make this a motorized car. The battery parts go here. If I wanted to, I could just make these battery units as, like, if I wanted to try to light this kit up, that'll just be right there, and the switch goes in this hole here. That might be a thing to try, but here are your, gosh, there's a word for these things in the back window. There really is a word for them, but I don't know what they're called. I forget. If you know, please share them with the world, I guess. Or at least the 400 people who might watch this video. And clear parts. So here you go. Pretty neat stuff. So the next time I see Mr. Suzuki, the president of Fine Molds, I can tell him I finally got his kit. He keeps bugging me. He's like, have you bought it yet? Have you bought it yet? Yeah, and that's exactly the reason why I have started on the Hasegawa 72nd kit, and I can kind of compare the two. Now, to be fair, Hasegawa does have a second 72nd scale Tomcat that they have released, and that one actually has recessed panel eyes and such, but I do not have that one. This kit is, oh gosh, this is beautiful. I'm not going to take this apart right now. I do want to get started with a build on this sometime in 2019. Do hope I can start with that, but I mean, just like, look at there. That is so cool. The fine detail in there. That is so cool, man. Nose cone. And this, with all of the hatches and the nose cone that tips up, this kit is just begging to be built as like a diorama. I already have the seat belts for this, but there's actually another supplemental parts set that comes with the weapons, the missiles for this kit. I'd like to buy that. So, just, this is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And what's in here? Got some. Oh, this is the water slide decals. You get a choice of two of them. You can do the Black Knights, or the other scheme is for the Freelancers. So yeah, you get both the Black Knights and the Freelancers. Really cool. Oh my gosh. It's a very, very, very great kit. It's been said that this is the finest Tomcat kit in 72nd scale. Alright, let's move on to the next kit. This is by Platts. Now this is not imported or anything. This is actually tooled by Platts themselves. This is the JASDF F15J Eagle modernized. Okay, so you can do with the special marking, the Golden Eagles in Komatsu 2017. Has this unique design here. So this is 72nd scale. And really beautiful, really beautiful. I've compared this to the Hasegawa F15. Now, the Hasegawa has two F15s. The one I've already started is the one with raised panel lines. There's actually a better tooled kit with engraved panel lines. And comparing that with this is actually, I would say, it's a better kit. And really nice rivets and nice detail. I'm not the type of person who can tell you which one's more accurate, but all I know is that this looks really darn nice. I think it's really, really nicely detailed. And you got that seam going through the middle of this cockpit, the canopy, so you're going to have to sand that down. Oh, something else I should point out, this is really cool. So on the bottom of the box, actually, look at that. Shows you exactly how it's going to look. That's really cool. That's neat that they did that. Normally you don't get anything on the bottom of a box, but Platts did that. Swanky. This kit I saw at the All Japan Hobby Show. This is Naked Angel. Moe Amatsuka. This is a 1/20th scale figure kit, and this is actually a 3D scan of her, and it's there's two of her in this kit. Now, I did not know who this person was, and then I looked her up, and she's a porn actress. I do not follow porn, actually, honestly. I've had so many people tell me I'm lying. I really don't watch porn. I'm not going to say I've never seen it, but it's not something I actively do, at least not on a regular basis. Every time I ever do, I always feel kind of like I've lost IQ. Especially because, especially the women, they all act like complete pinheads. And, yeah, it's not something that really excites me. So this is, you see her in a bikini, standing. And you do not have any decals for her eyes. However, they do help out a bit because there are some recessed lines in here so that you can get a feel for her pupils. You can try to hand paint this yourself. I was actually hoping that they would have eye decals, but unfortunately that is not the case. So, you know, whatever. So yeah, so this is the standing figure. Now she's also on all fours. This is one, yeah, she's actually naked. So you do have some detail, you know, like they actually have nipples. Nothing downstairs at all. I had thought that they had some molded pubic hair, but apparently that's not really the case. It's just kind of featureless. And from what I have seen of this woman, she's typical Japanese, and she does not shave it off. And that's the other thing that really kind of perturbs me, especially about pornography, Western pornography, is that all the women are a bunch of slippery, hairless dolphins, and it's pretty gross to me, I think. If you are the type of person who is disgusted at the sight of a woman's body in its natural form, then you probably should just stay away from Japan if you really hate the sight of a mature woman's body. So yeah, stay away from Japan. Do yourself a favor and do me a favor. Stay away from my 10-year-old daughter while you're at it. So yeah, this looks like it's gonna. Oh, I guess it's a snap kit. got these rather large locator pins. Maybe it's not a complete snap kit, but it looks like these parts here might snap. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to feature this build on my channel, other than just this quick mention of this here. I don't know if any of my students ever watch these videos. In the past, I had given out my YouTube channel to some students, and that was a very long time ago. I don't do that anymore. Probably nobody ever really bothered to keep up with my stuff, so I might be safe, but you know, who knows. Alright, so this is the Xevious kit. This is a snap kit, and it comes in different colored plastics. It has only some stickers, unfortunately, but it looks like you can get away with just painting this instead. The only real detail here is this kind of really crappy looking detail here for the console in the cockpit. Sorry about that. So it has 3 different colors, and this is a snap kit. So it looks like the wings, you got a bunch of locator pegs that go into here. This is really cool. This display stand. This is that whatever I don't know. Maybe there's an actual name. Like, this is actually called the Solvaloo, the Xevious kit. This big mothership, I forget what it's called, but it has like these 4 cannons. You're supposed to hit it right in the dead center to destroy it. If you're lucky, you can zoom in, zoom up real quick, and with one well-placed shot, get this like immediately, and then boom, it's gone. Or you might try to pick off the cannons one by one. Really cool-looking engine detail. This is directly designed after the old promotional flyers and such of this this game from the 80s. I used to have a little cardboard cutout of Xevious, but I ended up giving it to my friend. So yeah, these really nice looking engine bells here. Really cool looking detail on this kit. Yeah, it is a snap kit, so there you have it. A really neat, nice panel lines and such. Yeah, this would be really cool to build. So, Jairus and I were talking about doing a group build, maybe starting in 2019, doing a video game group build. So, maybe doing, like, heck, I got so many of these. Like, for example, I'll show you my stash here. Let me put this away here. Get my compressor out of the way, but this is where I keep a bunch of these. These are by Kotobukiya. My recent acquisition is the Ikaruga here, and the other Ikaruga kit I have, the 2 players, the Ginkei. I got this several years ago. My wife gave that to me. I got the Raystorm, the Argray 1. Raystorm is, it's this same ship also appeared in the original game, which was called Layer Section. It was known as Galactic Attack on the American Sega Saturn, at least. I don't know what it was called elsewhere. This is the Doronpachi Daijo, the Type A. Unfortunately, they never did anything beyond just that one ship in the series, but got a whole bunch more. The R-Type, I need to get to. It's been a year since I've touched this. I got so discouraged with the magnet wire breaking on me and everything. I really do need to get back to that. Got this Assault Suits Vulcan. Very cool. And Tokyo Model Detective, he does a lot of these plum kits like this. He did a really nice Vulcan build-up. You got the Sylphid as well, and the Silverhawk from Darius Burst. So yeah, I got a bunch of these game kits. So there you have it. There's all the neat crap I've gotten this past month. The Katinga kit was given to me because it's a sponsored build. I got that from Jerry at HDA Model Works, so I'm building that for as a promotion for his business. I was promoting his stuff before I even knew that he was a subscriber, and I always try to promote where whoever it is that I really appreciate, whether they know that I do so or not. So I got this and a lighting kit. It was given to me. This was a Christmas gift from my wife. And I got this for only like 95 yen. I only paid 95 yen for this because I had a buttload of points on yodobashi.com, and after all of the points used, I only paid 95 yen for this. So anyhow, that's all of the stuff I've bought or received in the month of December. We still have a few more days left of December, but unless I'm surprised, that's it for my acquisitions for this month. I don't plan on getting anything next month. I really need to conserve more. I do have a pre-order in for the Crusher Joe, the fighter one from Hasegawa. That has been delayed until January. So I did get the Crusher Joe kit. I'm sorry, the paints. So this is medium red, dark gray, and sea blue. This is the set of Crusher Joe paints. These are all sold separately, and these are by Gaia Notes, and I accidentally bought 2 sets. I accidentally pre-ordered all 3 of them, and I had forgotten that I had ordered them, so I ended up ordering them again from the same place. So yeah, I'm kind of silly like that. So anyhow, there you have it. Well, I spoke too soon about that being my model stash acquisitions for the month of December. I really spoke too soon, so behold, this is further testament as to my my mental problems. Yeah. Alright, I picked this up at Mandai, which is one of those big, huge, super, nerd shops with all the tons of stuff, like used DVDs and comics and all that sort of stuff. So this is the Combined Cosmo Fleet. I got this for like 2,000 yen, and I had kind of wanted to get this for a while, and they had it for only 2,000 yen, and so it's a used shop, right? But it's all like perfectly brand new. The decals are in perfectly fine condition, and actually I have these decals. For a while I wasn't really considering buying this kit, but this actually has the Yamato decals for like the first Yamato kit, the 21.99 Yamato kit that was released. It didn't come with any decals, but this actually came with those supplemental decals for that. Then in subsequent releases of the Yamato, they did include decals, but anyhow, so I already have the decal sheet for this, so I can just have plenty of fun, I suppose. Anyhow, here you are. This is neat. This is super neat, okay? moving on. I was at Yamada Lobby 1 in Takasaki with my friend, because you know I went to Mandai with him, and the first place we went, I saw this in September when I was last at this shop. It's pretty big. I mean, if for anybody who is used to, if you've ever been to Japan, you know what perhaps Yodobashi Camera is in Akihabara. It's like a big, huge electronics store. This is about as close as you can get to it in Gunma Prefecture. The Yamada Lobby 1 has a really stellar model kit selection. They don't have like all of the tons of different paints that Yodobashi does, but it's pretty satisfactory. I mean, it's about as close as you can get to the experience of shopping in Tokyo as you can in Gunma Prefecture, which actually isn't too far away. Anyhow, this is the Balgray. The last time I was at that store, they had a stack of like 4 of these kits, and I was hoping to maybe get 2 of these because my friend also wanted one of these, and I got the last one. The last one. Yeah, Bandai has not re-released any of these tri-deck carriers, unfortunately. Really unfortunately, I think. But hopefully they might get around to releasing the others. You know, re-releasing this kit as well. They did do the I almost said Zentradi ships, the Gamulus ships, the warships. But so far they have not seen any of these. I did get the Darold fairly recently in October, and now I have this one, dude. So let's take a look inside here. There's a guy I know online named Blake, and I've seen him sharing his pictures of his builds of these Gamulus ships. Oh my gosh, he's really cool. He does like some pretty good lighting endeavors. This kit, unlike the Cosmo Fleet kit that I just showed you, this actually has clear parts for the engines and such, which makes lighting it a lot easier. As it is, that set of ships I just showed you, I would not bother trying to light those because I just don't think it's even really feasible. However, this big kit is definitely feasible. And yeah, Blake, he had like drilled out like the run light, the run. What am I saying? The runway lights and such. You got a bunch of decals I didn't even know that were even a part of this kit. Yeah, here are the decks. Oh my gosh. So you can like space out the holes and drill them out, I guess, and run some fiber optics through the decks the way he did it. Really, really, really fantastic looking stuff. Look at all those guns. Sorry, I just recently watched the Mr. Bean Christmas episode. So yeah, you get a whole bunch of these the torpedo bombers or whatever they are. Frickin' cool, man. Here are your clear parts. It'll be real easy to nestle some LEDs in there, behind there. Have them all lit up beautifully. That would be pretty fantastic. So yeah, here you are. I had like over 1,000 points. This kit was about 5,000 yen or so, and I had over 1,000 points at Yamada. So I got this on discount, so I was pretty happy about that. And lastly, so yeah, my friend, he's visiting from Arizona. He's married to a Japanese gal also, and his mother-in-law lives fairly close to here, so it's just spent the day going to all of the secondhand shops and such. I was at Book Off Plus with him, and I got this kit. This is Asuka from the fighting game, Asuka 120% Burning Fist. I think that originally this may have been on a computer, maybe, once upon a time. One of those PC 98,000 or whatever they're called. I have this game on the PC Engine and also the the Sega Saturn. It was also released on the PlayStation. This is pretty fast-paced game, and I would say it was kind of like it definitely predated the, well, I don't know, it was about the time of the Marvel vs. Capcom or so. This definitely does predate the Guilty Gear games, and I would say it's kind of somewhat similar, I suppose. It's this it's an all-female fighting game in which there's girls from the different clubs at school. Like, she's in the chemistry club, so she like launches she tosses these vials of beakers of chemicals at her opponents, and so they have like a biology club girl, they have a gymnastics club, they have like the judo club and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, each girl has, they even have like a cheerleader girl, if I remember right. Yeah, so here you go. This, I only paid 1,200 yen for this. This is 1,250 yen. Oh my gosh. It's interesting that her head is bald, and you just put the hair over her head, so you can paint the hair separately, and that might make it easy. I do appreciate that, actually. Let's take a look here. So yeah, this is really cool, man. It's like finding a Sega Saturn type, you know, resin kit, garage kit. This is made by, who is it? Who made this? What kind of a company logo would you choose that you can't even read what it is? I mean, this is an officially licensed product, I'm pretty sure. Art Clay? I don't know. Miyazawa Moke. Oh. Maybe this is the Miyazawa Corporation that made this, I guess. Yeah. Huh, interesting. Wow. Yeah, back in the days of resin kits, it's funny, back in the 90s or so, I was wanting them to make anime, like, pre-painted figures more, because I didn't have I didn't think I had what it took to make a kit on my own. Now I want them to go back to the days of garage kits, do more resin kits and such, so it kind of gives you an idea of what she's supposed to look like. That's really great. I do not see any beaker, though. I don't see a part for that. So that is kind of disappointing, because she's obviously supposed to hold something. Maybe I can try to come up with something on my own. One thing is, I thought it's pretty cool. So yeah, here's a photograph. Yeah, look at that. Okay, it says to make a 3mm acrylic pipe. Okay, so it doesn't actually come with that. You're supposed to come up with that on your own. Well, now, I did not know that. This has a little enamel pin. It looks like it's kind of, the color's changed a little bit. But there she is, Asuka. That's really cool. Neat stuff, man. Neat stuff. That is not all. That is not all. Hold on a second. the friend that came to stay with me gave me this. He's a huge Star Trek fan, but he figures that he's never going to get around to ever building this. Now, he's the one that I had bought my Enterprise D, the AMT Enterprise D kit from. He didn't have the box for it, but I just bought it off of him. This is actually Papercraft, believe it or not. Contains all the pieces needed to build the ultimate paper model, complete with lights and sound. Oh my gosh. Really? So they show what it looks like on the back. Somebody really kind of screwed up the deflector dish. It looks kind of crappy. You know what? I think this is not actually the kit itself. This is just an illustration. The kit here, you can see it, which is actually pretty darn cool. But it has lights inside here. Huh. Alright. This is my first time actually taking a look. So it is... Okay, I think it has been opened before. Let's take a look. It says, includes push-button LED lights and audio playing the Star Trek theme. And an illustrated book. Dude. Battery replacement instructions. Alright, spiky. Oh my gosh. Dude. Oh my gosh. And stuff and things. Oh my gosh. Jared, do you know this? Jared, have you seen this? This is so cool. Wow, I don't really like paper stuff, but I mean, this is pretty cool, man. What is going on here? Oh, this is the speaker. This has to be the speaker. And you got 1.5 volt, oh, AG10 batteries, which I do not have. And then this goes somewhere. This is the push button. And you got these light bulbs. Who doesn't like light bulbs? Okay. It's dinner time. Let's take a look at this real quick. Book. The Pride of the Fleet. That's great. Oh my gosh. She's a beauty. A beautiful lady, and we love her. Well, that's great. Nice, man. The movie. The new era. This is cool. Let's get... It's funny. Did you know this guy was like a pedophile? I had no idea. He played like the pastor on a TV show in the 90s or so. And turns out he was kind of diddling some young girl. I had no idea. Oh, well, alright, enough of this. Let's look at... Let's take a look at what's inside here. The primary hull. Dude. Alright, instructions. Oh, look at all that. So here's the actual parts here. Dude. This is cool. Very, very cool. So I don't know if you have to... I don't know how you're supposed to light this up, but... See, there's the impulse engines, it looks like. I guess. Guess there's no lights for the impulse engines. Wonder where the lights go. Oh, here's this thing here. Oh my gosh. This is cool. This is cool. This is pretty cool. Yeah. Neat. Oh. And let's look at the light. There are instructions on where to put the lights. So you got the wires going up here. Glue the bridge on the top of the saucer. Okay, so you're supposed to use some glue. Yes, dear. I know, it's dinner time. It's dinner time.
I thought you are recording.
I am recording.
It's okay. I'm gonna talk to you.
Well, yeah, I guess I'm done now. Alright. after that interruption. It looks like one light goes into each of the nacelles, and then this other one goes, I can't even tell where it goes really. I think it goes into the saucer somewhere. But there you go, neat. So, I have had quite a busy month, and a lot of the stuff like the F-14 and the F-15 that had been all compiled beforehand, and I had just had these videos saved on my computer waiting for an opportunity to just go ahead and upload those videos when I had quite a long break in time of not really doing much modeling. The only free weekend I had in December was spent trying to finish up that Oldsmobile, which I finally finished, and so I have had quite a bottleneck of with the various projects I have. So I need to prime a whole bunch of model kits. I have just a whole bunch of different kits I need to start priming up, and I haven't used my airbrush, and so as a result I just kind of, everything's kind of ground to a halt. So I want to prime the F-14, F-15, and the Su-33. I need to I'll probably just prime them white, and I need to also paint the inside, the interior of the Klingon Katinga ship white as well to help with the light refraction, because it's going to have lights inside there. So I am enjoying winter break right now, and so I'm going to be working on this. So Event Horizon Models, Mark, and Rebels at Cloud 9, Jared, and we're going to be doing a Fine Molds Star Wars group build, maybe just between the three of us. I had made an announcement back in September, and nobody really seemed interested, so we'll just see, if people are free to join if they would like. And so yeah, that is going to be starting the January. And I posted a video about having to postpone the deadline for the Russian flanker group build. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 of us still doing that, and I am not the only one. A bunch of other guys, at least 2 I can think of, they had requested to have an extension, so it'll just be like a full year this way. So this past year I've gotten a bunch of models done, at least as far as I'm concerned. I started off finishing up a bunch of them actually really early in the year, so I'm glad, because the previous year in 2017 I finished like maybe 2 models the entire time. Yeah, so I did post an update for an extension, and I think so far I have received 3 thumbs down. So apparently 3 people were kind of pissed off that I enjoy my hobby on my own schedule and not their schedule. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I've never really thumbed down anybody's modeling videos, even when they've kind of, didn't do a really good job, I don't think. I will thumb it up because I applaud people's effort to enjoy the hobby at their own pace and at their own level. So, anyhow, yeah, let's get started. Actually, since I'm, talking about thumbs down and such, let's go ahead and get right into hate mail. So this first commenter here, Dwayne, says, okay, so this is about the Italeri 1/72nd scale SR-71 Blackbird that I completed a couple years ago, the one that I sent to my father. I have one in America Plus. What an enthesistic. And there's no punctuation, and it would seem that is an adjective. Enthesistic. I looked this word up. I don't know what the heck this is. I don't know. I mean, this guy doesn't seem to be. I don't know what that word is trying to describe. If it's me or the model, I would not know. That just kind of puzzled me. I mean, this more or less seems like a benign post, a message, so I guess, you know, I don't really think too much of it. I just thought this was kind of strange, so I included it. And so anyhow, the next comment here by Showdown, this is in response to the All Japan Model Hobby Show from like maybe a few years ago. I think maybe 2015, I think. He says, Japanese junk show. If you feel that way, why? I just don't get it. What prompts people to click on videos that they're not interested in? I mean, I think I probably spend too much time on YouTube, but I don't click on videos that I would have no interest in whatsoever. I just don't get it. Okay, this next comment is by Unknown, and the Arabic there that I had to translate it, it actually means unknown. This is a message that was left on my Hasegawa 1/72nd scale Tomcat build, as you can see. So this genius here, he wrote, religion stupid like ass, kiddo. So I watched this video again because I couldn't remember if I was mocking Islam in this video or not. I didn't. I didn't even mention it in this video at all. So this idiot must have gotten all upset about something else I had written elsewhere on the internet in another video. I don't know. But then he hopped onto this video to leave this ridiculously stupid comment. And so I responded, not as stupid as your inability to type words and punctuate properly, kiddo. Your religion was founded by a genocidal, psychotic pedophile with a notorious inferiority complex who claimed the earth is flat and that drinking camel piss is healthy. This is true, by the way. He had an imaginary friend named Allah who spread nothing but hatred and was quick to excuse all of his depravity, yet imbeciles such as yourself claim that he's a prophet. Good job at thumbing up your own comment. Man, he didn't respond. I didn't even have to block him or whatever. He didn't get too nasty. He just didn't even bother responding. So, yeah, this just makes me want to just besmirch Islam even more in my videos, I guess, or elsewhere. It really is cancer, and people who might think that, oh, you're just being mean, and forget it. Like I've got this this coworker who's a total NPC, and he was trying to tell me, oh well, Christianity's much worse than Islam. I mean, if you look at the past, and a total NPC line. I mean, the guy, he has nothing to even show for that. I mean, if you're talking about Catholicism, you know, whatever, I certainly am opposed to that for sure. But the guys like him would insist that the terrorists are merely Islamic extremists, not the actual true Islam, and which it's stupid because they are the true Islam. I mean, because he might have a friend somewhere. Oh well, he's Muslim. I have a friend who's Muslim, so then therefore, you know, I guess that means that, you know, hey, call up India and let them know that the Hindu genocide never happened because, you know, my coworker, he knows somebody who's an all right guy. It's just ridiculous. So, if you want to look at Christian extremists, then actually that's my family ancestry on my dad's side. They were Christian extremists. Okay, they're called Amish and Mennonites. Okay, these are people who love their neighbor greater than themselves, who live an organic lifestyle, who shun modern conveniences, who build barns in a day. You know, that they live off the land. That is what a Christian extremist truly is. But an Islamist, a realist, there is no peace on earth, goodwill towards men. You know, I've read very much of the Quran. There is no, there's no thing about you know, God's grace or forgiveness or anything like that. The Quran specifically says that Allah does not love infidels, and that Muslims are commanded to not become friends with Christians or Jews, and that they are to basically wage war against infidels until there is only one religion but Islam. Comparing that to, you know, turn the other cheek, love your neighbor greater than yourself, and you just can't compare the two. Now this is the type of hate mail that I really like. This is great. I always have the most fun with comments like this. Alright, so pay attention to this guy and his constant capitalization of random words. It's really bizarre. Okay, so the Kavanjak, he says, no offense. Okay, hold on, maybe I need to like raise my voice or so to maybe accentuate the random capitalizations here, so you can get the full effect of how much it hurts my eyes to see crap like this. Yeah, so this is the first hate mail for the year 2019. This is in January. I just got this. No offense, but do you never read instructions, comma with no space, and sand the lips of the screw before gluing? Old saying, measure twice, cut once, .red. I've never been to that website. I think if you click on that link, once.red, I've never been there. So click, it automatically does a hyperlink. Oh, it says this site can't be reached. Once.red server's IP address could not be found. Try running Windows Network Diagnostics. Crap. Alright, well, back to this guy's email. Okay, so .red twice, red twice, period with no space, twice hope. That's weird. Why didn't YouTube recognize that as a URL? Twice.hope. I mean, you could maybe make that into a website. Once.red is considered a website, but twice.hope is not. Hope your painting experience is better than what I have watched so far. This guy really likes that shift key. I mean, I don't get it. Don't get it. I mean, he's just like his pinky finger just keeps whacking that shift key. I mean, just weird. So I responded, do yourself a favor and stop watching my channel immediately. There are channels called Mr. Model Expert Man 2000 who never makes mistakes and crap like that. Go find them now. Yeah, oh, and no offense. See, I spelled it with an S. This guy, maybe he's from England or something. Because he says offense with a C. I like off fence, like, you know, get off the fence. Offense. It's offense, but, you know, I'm an American, I guess. No offense, but your English skills suck. What's with all the unnecessary capitalization of random words? So, but this guy, obviously, he must be a total expert at modeling, because why else would he not? He leaves a message like this. He's got to be a total expert. Let's check out his YouTube channel. Oh, look. Zero content whatsoever. He does follow TrekWorks though. That's like one of his. He only has like 3 subscriptions, so he 2 of them are actually belong to Boyd, and I'm sure Boyd probably doesn't appreciate this guy's attitude. All right, so let's move on to messages that have made me happy. So the first one, this is by Hey, is that Yoda from The Last Jedi? I don't know. So this is in response to actually that same video that Hasegawa Tomcat. in which I had said, "You must like jet fighters, otherwise why are you watching this?" And so he laughed. He said, "I don't really care about modeled planes. I just think you're interesting to listen to, and it's fun to watch a model be put together." Wow, okay. So I just asked him what he's into, and apparently he's more into like science fiction and Gundam and stuff. So, okay. Well, gee, thanks for watching my videos. Yeah, I have to be honest, even if it's a friend of mine, if I see some World War I biplane, I may watch it, but I might not. That stuff just doesn't, or tanks, especially tanks. Sorry, I'm not saying I'll never be interested in that, but right now I'm just tank modeling, not really into it. Alright, so this is Jeff Schutt. He said, this is a response to a much older video about the suicide forest in Japan. So basically he said for him it was like entering a church. It's like an overwhelming sense of peace, and that's great. I'm glad somebody else has a positive attitude about a place, because I had taken a lot of flack on YouTube for not dwelling on the whole morbid, doom and gloom about the place, because it's a really beautiful forest and I like going there. I usually just douse myself in ghost repellent spray, and hopefully I don't get haunted by ghosts or demons or crap. I'm kidding. I don't do that. It's stupid. I don't think there is such thing as ghost repellent. Alright. So this guy Michael said, I just wanted to look up downtown Phoenix at night. This is a very, very old video that I had taken back in, I think, December 2011 of downtown Phoenix. This is like the winter, just mere weeks before I moved to Japan in January 2012. So, man, it was nice because I had totally forgotten about this video. And so I had taken this video of downtown Phoenix at night, and with all the Christmas decorations, all the Christmas lights, and I watched it again, and I really enjoyed it because I kind of forgot about that video. So yeah, it was nice when I got that message. Okay, so I would like to mention a couple of channels that I have enjoyed. This is Dark Night. I don't know. If it's like Dark Night, I can understand that, but Dark Night. Also, okay, like a male. Okay, whatever. That's why he has the symbol for male. Whatever. So he usually just calls himself Dark Knight. Anyhow, this guy's channel is pretty interesting. He is actually building the 1/20th scale Macross Valkyrie by Plamax. Pretty amazing. So check out his channel. Here's another channel, Scale Hanger 182. I had subscribed to this guy, and I guess I never got around to doing the notification bell. But anyhow, this guy, he did a video on the Telford model page, the model show. So check it out. It's gonna be pretty neat, I'm sure. I haven't watched it yet, but I just noticed that he put that on his channel. So to recap for the year 2018, gosh, well, the first thing I did was I completed a couple of those Macross Delta Mecha Collection kits by Bandai. You didn't see that. Excuse me. You did not see that on my channel. That was just only on. I put pictures on my Tumblr page for that. Those are just neat little quick builds. The one that's like that SDF-1 looking carrier ship, I actually painted that, and I think that kind of turned out fairly nice. So this was the year for egg planes, I guess. Well, first, I did that Tiger Cute, that P-40 Warhawk. That was really neat. I enjoyed that. I did the egg plane P-38 Lightning, and I had some setbacks with that. as you may remember, and I did the SU-33 flanker. That was really cute. I like the little girl inside. The Fine Molds TIE Fighter, I think probably that's the one I'm the happiest with so far this, you know, or not so far, it's 2018's over now, I guess, but yeah, I think that's probably the one I enjoyed the most in 2018. I did a couple of those Yamato 2202 Mecha Collection kits. I did the Andromeda and the Yamato. Those are great. The Suzuki Hustler, that snap kit I did, that 1/32 scale car, I did that for my father-in-law. That was pretty neat. MiG-29 Fulcrum turned out pretty nice. It is a much older kit, and I do look forward to building the Zvezda Fulcrum model. I'm sure that's pretty great. The Y-Wings, the Mecha Collection Y-Wings, those are really fun. I think those turned out pretty nice. Took a while because I had that setback with the decals and all that kind of stuff. Didn't really, I just kind of shelved those for a while. A bunch of cars. The Toyota 86, the pre-painted model kit, that was kind of cool. That one turned out pretty nice, especially because I didn't have to paint it or anything like that. I thought maybe I wouldn't enjoy building it because that aspect of it is gone. But I actually still enjoyed it even without painting it. The Honda Beat turned out alright, I guess. Yeah, dust shows up more easily in yellow paint, I guess, when it gets into the paint. Really sucks. I don't think I can ever have a dust-free paint job. Seems to be kind of a pipe dream for me. And then lastly, it was the Oldsmobile. That was my first attempt at using the bare metal foil, the chrome foil. Turned out somewhat alright, I guess. The results are better on the Eggplane van, but technically I haven't really finished that. I mean, I have, but I just need to do a little bit of polishing and then finally upload the video for that. While looking over my Tumblr account, I totally forgot I had completed the Yamato 2199 Murasame and the Mecha Collection or Vehicle Collection, the Star Wars Vehicle Collection Star Destroyer. It's the second one that I have built, and this one turned out a lot better. The paint wasn't thick, and I was able to paint the back engines with that fluorescent blue paint. It looks pretty nice. The kit that I'm probably the happiest with, the results that I enjoyed the most, has got to be the Fine Molds TIE Interceptor. Really like that one a lot. And the one I probably had the most fun with was the SU-33 Fulcrum Eggplane. I really like that. I like the little the girl, the decals for her eyes. I think that's a really neat little kit that they have that. So those are the two kits that I am the happiest with. Okay, so I'm going to end this video here. It's probably quite long already enough as it is. So I'm going to be doing like a 2018 recap video of stuff and things, and be sure not to watch it, okay? And then also, hopefully, I need to compile and build the video, but I have a bunch of finally snacks. I'm going to just do like a whole 2018 review for snacks video. So as always, live long and prosper. May the force be with you, and so long. Thanks for all the fish. Goodbye.